Marcus Firegon here with round 2 of the qualifying session. Let's first recap some of the highlights from this morning's qualifying session. It was Sarge of Code 3 Motorsports setting this fabulous lap time of 6.203 seconds. Sarge is on provisional pole for this event. Let's see how we do in qualifying session 2. There was tragedy too, from suspension failures to horrible crashes like Joel Eriksson's from Falken Motorsports. It's a real reminder to us diecast racers just how dangerous this sport can be. Just remember next time you're watching a diecast race that these diecast builders are putting everything on the line for the win. So here's the results of this morning's qualifying session. For this afternoon, we're going to qualify them in reverse order. So from the worst qualifying times and then work our way back up to the pole sitter. So we start off with Mark Pan, who had a 0 time due to a catastrophic suspension failure. Then it will be Joel, who you saw crashed. Agent 11, who wasn't able to complete the course, stalled out. And then Igor Barron with a time of 8.820 seconds. Let's take a quick look at the Snow Valley East track. From the start, we go down through Thunderbird Ranch. Then it's Weber's Corner, the Switchback, Snow Valley Loop, through Tankers Bend, into the Corner of Champions, and then to the finish. So first up is Mark Pan of Grumpy Cloud Racing. And our Plasma Force Garage is very proud of the effort and work they put into restoring this car. We completely took it apart, put it together again, and let's see how it runs. Little bit slow. Oh no, we stalled out. That's our second 0 time in a row. So Mark Pan is still 12th and I guess disqualified from the event. Joel Eriksson of Falken Motorsports is back with a backup car. Let's see how he does. We'll never forget that horrific crash that he had earlier this morning. If he fails to complete this run a second time, he'll be out just like Grumpy Cloud Racing. Oh no, what was that? He got right up in the air there, but he recovered. Well, slowing down for the Corner of Champions. It's not going to be a good time. 7.726 seconds. Let's see that again. Oh, he gets right up in the air there. He jumps lanes. I haven't seen that happen before. Goes from the inside lane to the outside lane. Wow. Well, that moves him up to the 7th spot in qualifying. And it's Agent 11 of the NJ Drive Racing Team. They stalled out going into Weber's Corner. Not able to pop this car apart with the way it was built, but put lots of dry lube on the wheels and really work them in. And let's see if we can get an improvement here. Okay, well, it looks like adding expired dry lube is not helping here. Another 0 for the NJ Drive Racing Team and another disqualification from the race. Now it's Igor Barron of Eyes Up Racing. Previous time of 8.820 seconds. His dry lube might have expired, so we added our own dry lube, but we believe ours is expired as well. So let's see if it improves. 6.889 seconds. There we go. Well, that moves Igor Barron up to P6. That's a good spot for Eyes Up Racing. Next up is Blake of Underdogs Unleashed. Let's see if adding expired dry lube helps here. 8.305 seconds is the time to beat. 6.717 seconds. Not bad. That puts Blake in P6. So Underdogs Unleashed moves up to the lead pack. Unfortunately, it moves Igor Barron down to 7th. And it's Bolo Brown of Miniature Car Racing. We added a touch of dry lube here too. See if we can improve his time from 7.919 seconds. I don't know, still looks a little off the pace to me. Oh, a disappointing 8.541 seconds. Don't know what went wrong there. It didn't seem to help adding the dry lube. It's got negative effects. No change to Bolo Brown's position. The 7.919 seconds stick. Now a word from our sponsor, Falken Tires.
Falken Tires.
And remember, if you don't have Falken tires, you just got those crappy plastic tires. This just in, we're expecting a lawsuit from Miniature Car Racing for tampering with their vehicle before the event. Well, we're halfway through qualifying this afternoon, and we have Alessio Picariello of Falken Motorsports. Going to try to improve upon their time of 7.233 seconds. .661 seconds. Not an improvement. He's going to stick with his 7.233 second time, which puts him just ahead of his teammate, Joel. Papa Pugsley of Manchild Motorsports with a current time of 6.654 seconds. Oh, almost spun out in Tanker's Bend. 6.996 seconds. Not an improvement. Going to stay in P5 for now. And it's the Crazy Canuck of the A team, currently in P4 with a time of 6.568 seconds. .546 seconds. That's an improvement. Let's see where he stands. The A team still in P4 even with the improved time. It's Triple B of Cheap Thrills Racing, currently in P3 with a time of 6.503 seconds. And he sets a new time, 6.438 seconds. Triple B remains in P3. And it's Johnnie Walker of Numbskull Racing, currently in P2 with 6.375 seconds. Oh, have you ever hit your head while filming? 6.159 seconds. That's incredible. That's a new track record for today. That puts him in P1. Sarge is going to have to make up the gap of 44 100ths of a second. And it's Sarge of Code 3 Motorsports. Was in P1, now he's in P2. Let's see what he can pull off. Or is that 44 1,000ths of a second? Because it'd be 4.4 100ths of a second. 6.117 seconds. He does it. A new track record for today. Oh my goodness. There you have it. Sarge in P1. Johnnie Walker P2. Triple B P3. The Crazy Canuck P4. Papa Pugsley P5. Blake P6. And in the second group, it's Igor Barron in P7. P8 Alessio, P9 Joel, and P10 Bolo Brown. Unfortunately, Agent 11 and Mark Pan were unable to get a qualifying time. Well, that's it. We'll see you race day tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And big news, we have an award for the winner, who will be receiving this trophy with their name on it and the event. Hold the phone, this just in. Apparently Mark Pan of Grumpy Cloud Racing is going to do a third and final run. I didn't know we could do this, but apparently there's provisions in the rules. A third run can be made if repairs are done to the car. Don't believe me, go to redlinederby.com and check out the rules for the event yourself. Wait a minute, I'm the host, you have to believe me. Here we go, Mark Pan, Grumpy Cloud Racing, run number 3. Are those different wheels on the car? Word is, this is a complete chassis swap. So far it's working. Can he make it to the end? That's the chassis off the crashed Falken Motorsports car. And he does it, 6.653 seconds. Wonder where that puts him in the standings. That would have put him in P5, but unfortunately, also according to the rules, a major change to the car and a third run, you get put to the back of the pack. He'll have to make up ground during the race event tomorrow if he wants to advance. It doesn't seem fair that we didn't fix up NJ Drive Racing Team's car, but it was buttoned up so well we couldn't get it apart, and we only had the one chassis from that crash. Well, enough said. Joining me here is Sarge of Code 3 Motorsports. You made some really good qualifying runs today, Sarge. Congratulations on getting pole position for the race. What do you contribute most to the success of today's runs?
Well, Marcus, Code 3 Motorsports really put together a good car here. We came in just at max weight. I think we're the second heaviest car here. But really, I have to say Falken tires really help us get through that tanker's bend. Have really good grip and durability. It's really crucial to get the right kind of grip going through those multi-turns and getting your line just right.
Well, you heard it here. Falken tires, max weight, a good car setup. But you also need to have good driving skill, and Sarge here brings it home. Well, thanks again, Sarge. And Agent 11, you're going to have to get your car out of here. It's blocking the track. Join the Facebook group diecastracing.ca for all the latest on Marcus Firegon and what we're doing for racing. And then follow Diecast Racing News for links to Just Diecast Racing on YouTube channels. And go to redlinederby.com for all diecast racing related stuff. And that's where we post all our race events, both upcoming events and race results. Brought to you by Marcus Firegon, the Canadian Driving Club, and the Snow Valley Racers. Don't miss race day tomorrow at 3 p.m.